Recording.
Okay.
Hello.
Good.
Oh.
Huh.
It's hard to remember to look in that
Oh,
little
yes,
shop.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's, yes. That's all the people that love you.
Yeah.
Hi,
Good.
Brucey. Brucey.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, but to go. We can start before the
Yeah.
show, because we did. They just it was a good one. No, yeah, it was so good.
Yes, okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. Welcome to Be Live, a human among humans. Aha. And today, often the host is the interviewer, but today we are blessed to be able to interview him. Yes. Yeah. And Mike, your name? We know. Poet. We have poet Michael Kurian. Tonight he's poet. He goes by many other names. Philosopher and teacher. And yeah, sweetheart sometimes. Oh, very good. Yeah. So hopefully this will warm you on this below zero. I think it's below zero. It's at least in the single digits right now. And there is something that can be warming about poetry. And so anyways, so this is CCTV Cambridge, and yeah, and you are a resident of Cambridge. That's right, living in 2 rooms in a condo with your sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, and you've been writing poetry. Yeah. And how long have you been doing this? Aha, 3 years. Yes. So, and while others are getting their kids off to school or doing home renovations, you've been, how has it gone? How do you get to start to write your poetry? Maybe you could hack that out. That's, yep, the picture says 1,000 words. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been really blessed with your willingness to write poetry. It's hard. It's not something that you're actually getting paid for as you get up to do it. Yeah. And I think there are a few poets that I guess poetry has really come into a little more favor of popularity, I think, in the past few years, maybe past 7 years is my guess, or 10 maybe. 'Cause Rumi's poetry is one of the more higher selling books. First. Wow. Are you serious? Wow. Wow, that actually is quite amazing. Yeah, and I think Mary Oliver is pretty popular too. So anyways, yeah, but generally speaking, I know we were talking with I was talking with a friend of mine who, she lives in New Mexico and interviews a lot of writers, and they come and they talk about their process and their writing, and she's just been immersed in the writing world for a lot of years, and she said that poetry, she mentioned something about it's a labor of love, because often one doesn't plan on bank on the fact that you're going to make a lot of money. Yeah, unlike maybe a Hollywood movie might make a million or yes, yeah. But there's some reason why you're doing this, right? Yes, yeah. Yeah. So would you like to share maybe how you got started writing the poetry?
I think two energies. One, my former sweetheart had come to live in New York, and she celebrates Valentine's Day as her conception day, because she's born on November 14th, so she went back 9 months. And so when
how sweet is that? Okay.
And so when she came in January. She had broken up with another sweetheart, and I thought it would be very nice to help her get into living in Manhattan or Brooklyn, and to have a little. She likes these little books, these daily reminders. She borrowed one from my friend Anthony and used it for the year, just to read a little bit every day to help you remember something good to do or be. So I started sending these little poems. I think they were a bit sweet to begin with. Then when I showed them to my friend Tony D with you, he managed not to vomit at some of the sweet ones and wanted me to put more, he still does, more of the dark night of the soul into the poems. So that was the first energy, and this coming along with that was my brother, my dear beloved brother Scott Korn. When he was here, he summed up Cambridge poetry. He said, I want to sum up Cambridge poetry in one word. And he stood up and he said, pain. And
so pain?
Yes, pain. And
yeah.
So, but it's pain, it's like working through pain, what we're supposed to do, right? Something is in pain, we listen to it, and then you and I try to heal pain. Like if your shoulder's hurting, you just get in touch with the pain and then see if any pictures come up or words, right? Might tell you what to do, like do more yoga.
Yeah.
Yes. Or
relax, take a rest.
Yes, it might. Yes, whatever it says. And so
hug your person nearby.
Yes, and so when things bother me, which is most days, and I'm feeling like I'm going to die, I guess I must be. My psyche must be very dramatic. It doesn't go into it's like I want to die. Help! Help! Or help me, Lord. And so when I go into that place, which everyone's got their hobbies. Some people like watching a certain show on television or a certain food. That seems to be my hobby. Help! And then it seems my psyche wants to turn that pain, it's usually pain, it's a pity it's not joy, or that sometimes it's a discovery after pain, and it wants to record it. But just to begin with the pain, the pain wants, just like we were listening to your shoulder, and it said to hug your sweetheart, the pain eventually turns into words. Not so much pictures for me, and often abstract words
Hmm.
that help it immensely. And then when I can send it out I have now a list of about 80 people that I send it to every day, or maybe even more, and once a week. And so sending out the poetry of what I learned from pain today seems to be very healing. Just sharing it, like talking with a friend. So I make them
So
very.
does it matter if people respond back?
It does help when, like my cousin, for many, many months until I disagreed with her about her hawkish stand on Israel, would write good one or okay. Good one was like better than okay. And so that was very nice. But I have a few people that usually, now it doesn't matter as much, but in the past it did, that somebody would say something. I was a little arrogant to begin with, and I said, I can't get back to you. But now anytime anyone says something, I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you do, yes, that's very nice. So it's very helpful to have somebody like it, because I have a dear neighbor who thinks that's not poetry. No, that's not poetry. I mean, whatever it is, it's not poetry. So it's very good to have some people say, and some people I don't know well, actually, some various, a minister, an Episcopalian minister says, oh, are you saving these? These are very good. And another friend who wants to put it on his website. So that's, and my brother even, occasionally.
Yeah. Well, it must be different that your intention is to this process of getting in touch with your pain
Yes.
and trying to work with that and then sharing it, rather than maybe trying to write
Thank you for
something.
calling, but I think we're not going to take calls now. Feel free to
Oh.
write CCTV, and I will respond. Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, it could be.
It could be, we don't know who
We
you are.
speak up
we
louder, we
assume,
don't know.
We assume you're a very nice person and have wonderful things. But we're going to have to psychically pick it up.
Yes, yeah. Well, maybe I would love, I'd love to hear a poem,
Okay.
if you would like to share one.
Yes.
Maybe you could pick one that, let's just pick one.
Why don't you pick one?
Yes. That I'll just pick one?
Yes. She's a great editor. If you need a great poetry editor, for a mere $150 an hour, you won't be sorry. This satisfaction guaranteed. Great editor, just loves what you're doing, and yet is not afraid to offer suggestions.
Okay. How about cooler than cool on a cold day?
Oh my, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even remember these. It's very nice that it's like I'm reading someone else's poetry.
Oh, yes.
Okay, this
Huh.
is cooler than cool. Not something you would usually leap to your mind or mind to describe how I'm like. But these are poems, these are prayers. I'd like to be cooler than cool, like our great president. Okay. To be ice cold, free from all care, for young or old, so life feels bare, enables hate, to keep us free, safely create cool ecstasy. Could you read it once?
Yeah, I'll read it once and maybe you could read it again.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
There.
Cooler than cool.
Oh, she said so sweet.
Oh.